Well, hello, friends. Welcome to the beach. I'm just kidding. But I'm definitely trying to create a vibe here along with my ring. Clearly, a beach theme is going on, and that's because I am setting up a little bit late, actually very late. It is currently the 16th of July, and I'm just now setting up for July because I was just at the beach, well, Mexico, and I just got back. So I didn't really have a lot of time to set up in advance, preoccupied with the trip and everything like that. But now I'm doing it. It's One Book July. I am going to attempt that as well. I have lots of goodies, and I'm working off of the Planner Spot subscription box as a theme as well. So I have 3 candles here, but only one will be used for scent, and that is the Waikiki Beach Coconut Candle I have in the single wick. Shout out to my coworker Ainsley for getting me that coconut candle. And then this one is just for looks because of the obvious like shell theme. I also have a freshly brewed cup of coffee here. It says Barbados because unfortunately I could not find a cute mug in Mexico. But let's just get started. So I haven't really used this in a couple weeks, and I definitely need to do some clearing out. So before I set anything up, I'm going to kind of review what's currently in there and shed what I don't need, add what I do, so that I can be ready for the rest of One Book July. I've definitely enjoyed simplifying my setup, like doing the A6. It's so weird because I tend to like flip-flop back and forth between doing A6 and personal or just one of the two. Sometimes I even am like very much in 3 planners, meaning also my half-letter discs. It really just depends on what I need. That's what the purpose of a tool is. You don't use a tool just because you have it. You use it when you need it and how you need it. So if you can release the expectation to like always be using a planner, even when you don't need it, you will feel so much happier. Let's keep it fun. It's a hobby for most of us, in addition to creating lives that are much more organized and fun. So I'm just going to set this stuff aside. I really just wanted to show you guys what I'm looking forward to using. But as we know, the first step should always be function. So let's take a look at what I have here for June. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a bit. There you go. And we're going to see. I haven't even flipped through this in a while. So hopefully there's nothing that I shouldn't be showing in here. So clearly got to take out this June card. Planner Spot magnet, it was in here, which I really like and we'll probably put back. It says emotional support planner. That's so cute, is it not? Mind you, this planner is from Moterm. It's a discontinued lychee gray color, which is clearly not gray, and I actually am so okay with that. I love the way this color turns out. So this is a card from the Planner Spot. I'm really trying not to show where everything is from because this is more about setting up for a new month. So I will just, if you have questions on where things are from, I will gladly let you know in the comments down below. Also, this is probably going to be like a 2-part video because I know I'm going to take forever, and I'm going to cut this off around 15 minutes regardless of where I am. But these are some, what do you call it, task flags. Probably going to keep those, but I kind of just want to empty everything out and start over. I don't really like to just pick and choose. It's just a way better feeling to just completely start over. So I'm opening these rings. They're gold. Swap them out. Little card here that I'll probably take out and refresh. Some acetate, a dashboard. So even if I put some of these things back, I just want to take them out, like, so I can start with an empty planner. Another dashboard I absolutely love. Now these morning and evening routine from Minted Sugar, I really enjoy using, but I notice sometimes I stop using in the middle of the week because I either get used to the routine or I don't have time to check it off. Regardless, I love them and I'm going to continue using them. And sometimes I kind of cheat and I just will like keep using the same one even if, you know, I didn't finish it out. So like I would still use this again until I check off all 7 days. Okay, so that's definitely coming back in. I should probably set these aside in order so that I don't like confuse myself. I don't remember. I think, oh, this was gonna be for affirmations. Gratitude, always good. I realize it's so hard for me to do things every single day, and I should really stop trying. Or should I just keep trying and accept that it's hard for me? So these were my habit trackers. Literally checked it off one time in June. It is what it is. Like I said, I was so focused on getting ready for my trip that I didn't really need to be in my planner the way that I usually am. It was more about like just shopping and checking off to-do lists, basic things like that. So here's a monthly habit tracker. I mean, for the whole year, so I can continue using that. Routines list from Infinite Lotus. We'll continue using that. And then we're into my dividers. So inbox is usually my first section. I am starting to think I want to try a new inbox system. I do like this, but I don't know. I just feel like I need something different. I don't know if it'll just be as simple as like a to-do list and checking it off, but I've been using these for some time now. Sometimes they print kind of weird, so that's kind of annoying, but I do like kind of categorizing how urgent the task is so that I can know what to do first. And then similarly, this is the kind of like that Eisenhower style, I think is that what it's called? Matrix, Eisenhower matrix. And it helps me divide by action, waiting on, schedule, and someday. More inbox lists, a long someday maybe list, to print list, to design, and then we're into my second divider, which is agenda. So agenda is usually my planning section, like my year, month, week, day kind of situation, depending on how detailed I'm going. So like typically my personal is for weekly planning, but I will include a month on 2 page as well. But then for One Book July, I may or may not have to include a few daily inserts or at least like daily sticky notes so that I can use that for when I have a more hourly and schedule oriented day. So here's a little year on 2 page. Love that, keeping that. I have some future dates, kind of similar idea, planning ahead. Some more deco. And then, so I guess I had kept May in here. So May was my birthday month. Honestly, not as much going on as I have done before, but I will die before I stop using the planner spot stickers and Minted Sugar calendar spread. Like that has been my ride or die. Functional or not, it's just so pretty and like makes me happy doing it that way. So here's June, pretty light as well. And for June, I actually had some older inserts back from like 2021, I believe, that helped me kind of plan out my goals and stuff. But because I said like June was really just me shopping for my trip, I didn't like use these as well as I could have. But I did try to pre-map out what my main tasks would be for each week. I loved these inserts. They're discontinued now, but I like that this is a whole month on 2 page divided by weeks. So you get kind of like a monthly overview by week. So it's not day to day, but it's like, okay, so for this week, this is my main tasks. And I just added some deco. So really, if you were having a really light month, like you could purely use this. Or what I like to do is use this kind of insert month to week breakdown to pre-plan the month so that when the week comes, half of my planning is done already. I'm definitely a monthly planner person for sure. That's when I get most excited to start over, and that's when I go like really into my strategization, is that a word? Strategizing how the month ahead will go. So this is just some weeks, or maybe just 1 week actually, we'll see. Love this little divider thing from Cloth and Paper. Usually put this in my weekly section. And yeah, so that was just the only week that I planned. But like I said, I'm a monthly planner person. So I had pre-planned the entire month on these inserts. So again, when the week and day comes, I already kind of have a guideline. And because a lot of like my different weekly cycles and routines occur on a weekly basis, it's nice to see it all mapped out and how it will work together. Like for example, my menstrual cycle. I do try to cater my tasks, workout, and even diet according to what my body needs at any given time in my menstrual cycle. So here's some weekly pages that I didn't use. I have some new ones that I'm going to be putting in. Surprise from Minted Sugar. These are the week on 2-page horizontal with a little bit of a list and some space for deco or whatever. That's probably what I'm going to use it for. So that's what I'm using. They're undated. I think I have 3 months at a time, but since I won't be using these month on 2-page anyway, since I have the rest of the year dated, I'm just going to use the weeks when I want them. This is my very last Minted Sugar week on 1 page, another old and discontinued insert. So then, like I said, I had put a few dailies in here because I was just trying out, you know, kind of one book concept instead of separating it out. So this was just the one. Yeah, literally just did it one time. This was made the 29th. And yeah, sometimes I forget to check things off, but it's just so helpful for me to like get it out of my mind and onto paper and into an organized insert. Morning mindset, that's always helpful to glance at. Today dash. And oh, like I said, you don't always need an insert. Sometimes I will just use a sticky note, daily schedule sticky note. Some more dailies. And we're into my personal section. And then I'm using my, what's her name? I'm forgetting the name. Oh my gosh, totally forgot, but I will include it down below. Love her top dividers. Well, I love all her dividers, but I can't always use them, so I try to swap them out. But these are just my ride or die. So social section is supposed to be my like planner, Lex kind of stuff. But as you guys know, I haven't really been doing the best with that. And I have maintained hope that I will get back into it. So I've kept them in there all this time. But honestly, going forward with the One Book July, this is probably a section that would help me thin out my planner. I thought it would be a cool idea to one day use this paper test designs insert for a content planning, editorial calendar, tracking of when I'm posting, things like that. Tracking even like, you know, growth and everything like that. And then these are some really cool inserts from Annalita's Designs, a post planner. So this one would be like planning out, you know, at a glance for the month what videos and content I would post. Then this would be like planning out specific content, like video, let's say, or even Instagram post, but that seems a little extra. And then I had, they're not in here, but I also have a weekly one. So it had like Monday through Sunday and then like what I was going to post each day. But since I'm not there yet, it's not being used. So here we go into the video ideas. Probably shouldn't show that, but whatever. And post ideas. And then planner shops. Sessa V, there we go. That was where these top dividers are from. Love her dividers. They're super thin, which I always love. And I have some new dividers, which I showed in that haul video that you guys should have seen by now. So here we just have some other lists. Oh no, this is actually an inventory of all my inserts from different planner shops. So I can remember what kinds of inserts I have and where they're from. Planner hashtags from, I believe this is my minimal planner. Yep. And some freebies, barely tracking that. So that could definitely go. I don't think I need to keep track of freebies because it's like, if I don't print it right then and there, I'll probably never get around to it. Meals top tab, I could get rid of that easily. I don't currently make my own meals. But one day when I do move out and am in charge of making my own meals, I can't wait to use this insert again from Minted Sugar, a week on 1 page with a shopping list in the back. Super cool, but I don't currently need those. So we have some meal ideas, don't currently need that. So that's going. And this is my next top tab divider, wellness. Wellness is definitely my focus for 2023. Well, one of my main focuses, and I can't wait to use my new dividers for this section. But I tend to divide it, as you can see on the bottom here, into mind, body, soul, and then the fourth one is either like lifestyle or spiritual, depending on what I'm feeling like. but I love dividing into mind, body, soul. I love focusing on that, and that's what I will continue to do. But just some deco there. Self-care section. Oh, I think I need to speed up because it's already at 15 minutes. So like I said, mind is the first tab. And I have my reading stuff in here, I believe. Oh, wait, no, this is therapy. So some therapy inserts, which realistically I could get rid of as well because I haven't been using them. I don't know if I need a better therapist or if I should just like, I don't know, because it's weird. In the past, I have been able to use these inserts, but since I'm not using them, let's just get rid of them for now. If I do feel like I need them, I can always add them back in, or of course, use like a regular notebook to jot down like anything that we discuss in my sessions. So then this would be body. After the deco, I have my, I definitely should not show that. My medical information and my doctor's appointments. I have a weight log, a workout log, and I was doing the one thing I definitely kept up with, as you can see, was my June workout challenge. So that was fun. I was using this insert from Paper Test Designs to check off as I continued with each of the workouts. I wasn't necessarily doing one every day, one every single day, so I did need to keep track of which ones I was doing. And I wasn't going in order either. But this was me trying to track my workouts as well, like which days I was working out as opposed to what I was working out. Because I totally got the EO Edits workout tracker, which I've been wanting for a long time, in A6. So when I switched to personal size, I didn't know if I wanted to immediately buy it in the personal size. So I was like, oh, let me just try it out on this Planner Spot freebie just with the little dot marker. Not as fun, and I think I will just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the EO Edits one because that insert is so pretty. It makes me want to use it, and I can't use it unless I work out. Isn't that so funny? So these were just going to be like if I wanted to like plan out workouts ahead of time, but I haven't been using them, so get rid of that. Like I said, I do cycle syncing, so this was like a little way of doing that. I was trying to rewrite it because I didn't like the way my other one turned out. I have the information somewhere else, but this is supposed to be menstrual, follicular, ovulatory, ovulation, and luteal. Just keeping track of when I'm going through each of those cycles so that I know when to switch into different like phases. So here's another kind of handwritten version of what to do when: skin, exercise, and diet during each of the cycle phases. Then another one, which I didn't even actually two more, because I kept like learning about it and writing things down and completely forgetting that I had already written it down. So that's funny, but I can't seem to decide which one to keep, and so I've been keeping both. That was on a Peanuts Planner Co. weekly insert, believe it or not. Oh man, this video is getting so long. So we have, this is me mapping out my body care because I love doing little themed spa nights. And the third bottom divider would be soul. So it has my Bible reading tracker. I'm reading the New Testament in a year. I was going to use this favorite quotes for Bible verses, but honestly, these boxes are too small. So I think I should just get rid of that. And, okay, some deco, a quote, a prayer journal. I don't love this insert, so I could probably get rid of this, but I did like the idea of jotting down who I want to pray for and why. So I think I did that here. Yeah, I did that here in this prayer list. So I'll keep the prayer list, but not the prayer journal in my planner. Then the fourth bottom divider. Oh, nothing behind there. I just went straight into goals. So here's my 2023 goals. I designed this insert myself. My printer didn't print it as nicely as I would have liked, but it's still pretty cute and I'm pretty proud of it. So it has all 12 of my goal categories and each of the goals related to those categories. And by the way, the categories are inspired by the 12 houses in astrology because I just like the way that, I just like using that as a guideline. 12 months, 12 goals. It just works nicely. 12 categories. Love this vellum from the Planner Spot subscription. All my vellum is from the Planner Spot subscription box. Here's the dashboard from Minted Sugar, freebie vellum. This one is actually not from, this one's from Courtney Taylor Plans. She used to do freebies. Another dashboard, and here is my vision board. So I have kind of like a relationship one, friends and romantic, and even with myself. As you can see, there's a little bit of travel in there, so I love looking at that. This one is like, you know, lifestyle goals, and this one is like health and fitness and mind, body, soul type stuff. So I love looking at that. They're laminated. My word of the year is bloom, so I designed this little dashboard as well on Canva, and I think it came out really cute. And then on the back, so it was good. My word of the year is bloom and blossom, so I decided to define that blossom. I tend to see bloom more often though, so I decided to keep that around, but the word blossom is prettier to me. I don't know. Side note, whenever I see the word bloom, I use it as like a reminder that good things are coming and I'm blooming, and I just take it as a sign from God. So I love that. Definitely a pro tip for you guys as well. This was like a little like guideline for 2023 that I filled out. It was a freebie actually from Well Loved Notebook, and it was fun to kind of use this, and it's just a pretty insert to look back on and like, what am I doing? Half of the year is gone, so that's a great thing to like look back on and see like what intentions you would set in the beginning of the year. So this was, oh, actually, yeah. So in the back, I printed a goals overview, and I don't really love this insert either, but it was supposed to help me write out my goals in a different kind of format. And this goal planner was supposed to help me track the progress. In theory, I like this insert, but I just couldn't figure out how to like fit my goals into this specific insert. So I think if I needed some sort of like goal insert, I would have to design it myself, other than just a basic list of my goals. So then we have my monthly reviews. I'm so proud of these. I do probably need to get it done for June. Yeah, because July just flew in without, like, I never got a chance to fill it out for June. But I love using these at the very least. I have them in weeklies and dailies as well, but the monthlies are the most important to me because it really sets the tone. Like I said, I think I'm like a monthly planner person. I like to refresh every month. So I'm going to try to fill out June if I can. It's okay if I don't, but I definitely don't want to skip. I don't want to skip more than 1 month. So here's some of the weekly ones. And really, originally at the start of the year, my weekly reviews were going to be in my A6 because I was doing my filter system. But for One Book July, the weeklies will have to be in personal size. So then we have my project section. Here's my action task tracker. So I kind of like keeping these as like when projects are a little bit too big and they have to like, progress has to be made on them periodically. I like to use this as like a percentage of how far along I am, how much progress I've made. So I need to update this. I do still like this insert and I'm going to keep it. Every now and then I like to use this like freebie from, it's not a freebie, I'm sorry. This is from the Peanuts Planner Co. bundle. And I like to like use it to brainstorm what projects I'm going to work on in each of the months of the year, but honestly, it's not 100% necessary. So this could definitely go. I will never let go of this task manager insert, however, from Paper Test Designs, and helps you break down your tasks into smaller tasks, because that is seriously the only way to get things done. When you just tell yourself to do one big thing in a day, you'll find that you're not going to get it done. When you break it down smaller, it becomes more realistic and you can plan better and more realistically. So then we have kind of my bigger projects planned out on these Infinite Lotus project inserts. But even though these projects are bigger, I would still break them down here into my smaller tasks. So I need to update these, but I'm going to keep them in my planner. So I was going to do a prayer board, a prayer binder, and Depending on the type of project, I have different project inserts. So those were the Infinite Lotus ones, but I also have some from Salty 22. And oh, this is probably a project I made a good amount of progress on literally just this past month when packing for my trip, because of all the things I purchased that I can now reutilize for my car goals. So this is kind of the insert I'm using to plan things out. On the back, I want to have all these things in my car. Maybe that sounds crazy, but I am in my car a lot, both for my job and otherwise, and I just want to be always prepared for anything, like literally anything, because you know, if I'm on the go, I can't go home, I want to be able to have these things with me. And I just like the idea of just like, you know, maybe one day I'll just run away and I'll have everything I need, or do something spontaneous, you know what I mean? So in addition to breaking it down in that insert, I broke it down on this. This one's from Peanuts Planner Co. And so I decided not to just stop at car. I want to do purse, car, and office. So I used the dot marker to decide what items would go in each of those areas. And then periodically I'm checking them off as I get them. And like I said, once I update this based on all the stuff I bought for my trip, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have made a lot of progress. Like I'm probably almost done, to be honest. I bought so many of these things just for packing that I can now reutilize. So that was fun. I really enjoy working on this project. And as you can see, this insert is really helping out. So yeah, just a few more project inserts, project outline from a shop that no longer exists, but Minty Boutique. I love that font, so I keep it in there. This one's helping me figure out what themes to do. So ironically, July was supposed to be red, white, and blue, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing kind of beach themed, and I think at the bottom was like my scents, because I really love doing themes and scents. I have been doing watermelon, but not blueberry. And oh, perfect. So it looks like I've kind of said to swap out coconut and lime between July and August. And Beach Mermaid is now kind of part of July. And maybe I'll continue it in August. But I did like having like a general guideline, because I really just love themes. I really do. So seasonal reset, perfect place for that whenever I want to kind of like get excited. Clearly I didn't use it for spring, and summer has already started, but we'll see. I do think this is a really cool and fun insert to have. Like especially for fall and Christmas time. I did use it last year as well. So last divider is etc. So it's having just random bits and bobs. Auto maintenance log. Oh my gosh, I've written it, like all my car stuff, down on a note in a notebook. And I've been meaning to transfer it, but honestly, I think part of what turns me off is how little space there is. But this is currently my only auto maintenance log, and I do think it's a good thing to have. But we'll see if I keep it in my planner. Then I decided to add in some of my finance inserts just again so I could have the one book July. So budget is in here. I probably won't show the details of that, but I have a combination of inserts in here from Paper Tests, Infinite Lotus, and just even Simple and Trendy Co. All different things. So I'm just going to take that out. But look, there's an online orders. I have so many online orders inserts for no reason. And I just bought some from Minted Sugar, so that's fun. Then we have my lists tab. Blah. And I have a wish list in here from Minted Sugar. As you can see, I kind of wanted to have as many of my inserts from her as possible. So I have the wish list in here currently, and I'm going to add the online orders, like I said. I have book wish lists, so here's kind of my reading stuff. That's another goal I had at the beginning of the year, to read 12 books, and I figured having inserts would help me with that. So here is my book wish list. I've been doing audiobooks and physical books, and this is where I was going to keep track of the books I've read. I really kind of want to print out little mini covers. I've seen people do this, and it's always so cute. Little mini cover stickers, or I could obviously just like paste it and keep track of the books I've read. I think that would be so freaking cute. And forgot to mention, on this side would be like my current collection of books that I already have. I should probably do both physical and audiobooks as well. This was going to be a reading tracker. Not sure if I'm going to keep this or not, but this is for the entire year to keep track of how many pages you read. Yeah, I think that's how this was supposed to work. It's kind of like a daily tracker. So here's January 1 through 31. You know, I would just use this key to keep track of how many pages I read a day. Then similarly, this was a monthly reading tracker, also from Annalita Designs. It was a pretty big bundle. So many varieties of reading inserts. And this one was kind of to keep track of, was it pages per day as well? I don't know, but this is definitely for 1 month at a time. There. And like, I would never read 6 books in a month, but I think you put your books here, you rate them, you color code them, and then you keep track of how many pages per day. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but it's got to be daily because 1 through 31. And this is probably the number of pages. We'll see. Or, oh, maybe it's like how far along you get in the book. I don't know. But clearly, if I don't know, I shouldn't keep it in here. Then I have a book log. This is a different insert bundle from Monthly Joy. And here are the books I'm currently reading or have read so far. Again, really small. I hate when shops like don't take into account that a personal size insert is so much more narrow. Like you can't just shrink a bigger insert down. Like you need to like adjust the widths so that it's like actually realistic to write in that. That's got to be like an inch for an entire title of a book. Not realistic at all. But I might keep this anyway. We'll see. Similarly, keeping track of movies. Clearly, I didn't keep track. I mean, honestly, I haven't watched that many movies this year. But here is a checklist of movies I want to see. So, Little Mermaid. I want to add Barbie on there. But honestly, there haven't been movies that really struck my fancy just yet. And then down here, I would keep track of the movies I've actually seen already. So I have a few of those. Sometimes I'm like, should I just do movies I see in theaters or should I do all movies in general? But that's totally a for fun insert. If I had to get rid of it, I could. Movies to watch. This is an old insert I pulled from a different setup. So this is just a list format. And these were movies that came out in previous years. It's not my current to watch list. Here's a shows to watch list. Mind you, I just edit this was an editable list insert from Paper Test Designs. I don't remember which insert it was, but I seriously love that because I like the cohesion that it creates. I just type in the title and then all my lists look the same. So that's fun. I was going to utilize this 5-category list to separate out like what I want to watch and where I can watch it from. Because don't you ever get frustrated? You're like, oh, I know I want to watch that, but you don't know which subscription service it's on. Here and is my last top divider accounts, and I just have my passwords, which I'm definitely not showing you guys. I'm sorry. And then at the very back, I have some notes inserts. Then at the very end of my planner is more task flags, reusable flags, because I like to plan dynamically so that when things change, I can change and I don't have to erase. So a lot more of those. I use these quite often. And a page lifter. And just some deco in the back and some stickers. So that was my current setup. Clearly, because this video is so long, I'm going to have to do my setup in a separate video. But I hope you enjoyed. It's been a long time since I've done a flip anywhere. And I hope that this was worth the wait. So, great. We have a nice empty planner to set up. Oops, let's see what's in the back. So, just some extra inserts, some weeklies, and some daily reflections whenever I feel the need to reflect on the day. But now we have a completely empty planner to work with, and I can start fresh for One Book July. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch y'all later. Love you. Goodbye. See you later.